Welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to also subscribe to our channel. Rivers State is in the news again. 27 lawmakers defected and returned. Fubara reappointed commissioners. Who is fooling who? Who says so? Brits, the former commissioner for works, an elder statesman in Rivers State, Chief David Brits, has questioned the inconsistencies in President Bola Tinubu's handling of the Rivers State political crisis. He pointed out the contradiction in Tinubu supporting the 27 defected lawmakers who initially left but later reversed their decision. Brits also criticized the reappointment of commissioners who had abandoned Governor Siminalayi Fubara, urging that Tinubu accused Fubara of disrespect while allegedly backing Wike's loyalists in legal battles. He claimed that this double standard is the reason Rivers State is being politically punished. He said in an interview with Symphony, something is fundamentally wrong. Those 27 lawmakers that he also said are defected and cannot come back to say that they are no longer defecting, and Mr. President is clapping his hands for them. The commissioners that abandon him, Sim reappoints them and swears them in. Mr. President says Sim never respected the decision. Salaries were paid to the House of Assembly members. At that time, Sim had not responded. Sim went and withdrew all the cases, whereas behind it, I'm sure Mr. President encouraged the Wike Pro Assembly members not to withdraw their cases. That is the case with which they are punishing Rivers State now. So who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? That's the submission of the former commissioner in Rivers State. That is Mr. David Briggs. Is a chief talking about the situation going on. This time around, this man is, stressing and blaming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the president of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as regards the situation on ground in Rivers State. Sincerely speaking, what is going on in Rivers is a sorry state. It's a sorry situation. So bad that to an extent that even the situation we're seeing that they look like as if it's not been seen before. According to Mr. Briggs, his submission is that Mr. President instructed Fubara to go back home and settle the political crisis, meaning that the 27 lawmakers should return to PDP, and all the commissioners that resigned during this period should also come back again, expecting Fubara to bring them back on board. Then that is funny because it seems as if, and also that Fubara should go and withdraw all the cases in court, and the lawmakers have not, withdrew their own case. Well, according to the way Mr. Briggs is saying, from me, it look like as if the it seems as if it wants to look like as if it's a one-sided discussion. But then it's an indigene of Rivers City might see better, maybe probably is on ground looking at the situation. But as it were now, we could remember when the lawmakers were yet to get the court ruling. The Fubara is also the one saying he will not accept them back. He's the one that has decided to go and start, they start doing elections and floated the election, and the supporters have to do election on a different party. Is the one that also did others. So what I'm trying to say is simply that as it is now, it seems power switched to the other side, and then they decide to also behave, permit me to use the word childish, like the governor also did during his time, when it seems as if power is on his side, and this time around it's on the other side. But whether each side or the other side, the people of Rivers State are suffering. Mr. Breeze pointed it out here that politically Rivers State is being punished, and which ought not to be. Mr. President will need to, truly speaking, as an elder statesman, look into this kind of situation. Why should the state suffer? Why should the budget be delayed? Why should it be that they wouldn't have executive officer that will work with the governor? Why should it be that the members of the House of Assembly will just decide to, adjourn indefinitely while budget for the financial year is yet to be passed? They need to to put on their thinking cap and then realize that, look, this is is Rivers State. This is not personal thing. This is not a family issue. Neither is it a family business. In fact, come to think of it, can anybody do their private business the way they are trying to drag Rivers State right now, slowing down the pace of progress and trying to become a clog in the wheel of progress and success of the state? And these are men who are leaders, lawmakers appointed into offices, and also a governor too. Because if you look at the genesis of this situation, we have been able to realize that both Wike and Fubara are the ones that are really behind the problem. Well, we don't want to, begin to throw blame in this situation. But what Mr. Brick is saying is that the president is to be blamed. And then for me, to the people of, the leadership in Rivers State, it's a shame, because the state is ruled by an opposition party. Ubara is from PDP. Why are you now trying to blame a president that is from APC on the case that has to do with the PDP matter? But then, of course, you can talk to the president, because one of them, who is also a PDP member, is an ally of the current president, working as the FCC minister in Abuja, a person of Nyesom Wike, who is the one that is, drumming the old drums of war for, these lawmakers. He's the one behind them, fighting the governor. But there's need for us to speak the truth, and let's speak it to the power. If truly it is President Tinubu that is, behind these lawmakers and asking them, that is because of his support, they are now having the audacity to begin to hold their state to ransom, I think the president need to, call them to order. They should have a rethink and plan on how to make sure that the party moves forward. That's the one. The two, that the state in particular, it moves forward. That's what's important. Whether they solve the problem they have within their party or not is their own cup of tea, but they should make sure that administration is not stalled in Rivers State. Development is not also stalled in Rivers State. Deliverables, low-hanging fruits, dividends of democracy, all this should continue. Very important. And also, like the man is trying to point out, I don't know whether it's true or not, Mr. President, do not be one-sided. If the lawmakers are not being given their salaries, let the governor give it to them, as the law has already recognized them. And also, as the lawmakers too, they are supposed to sit down now and accept the presentation of the budget and allow the governor man to continue his administration. Let him be able to do something worthwhile, because 3 months is gone already, and they need to, achieve a lot for this state. And also, let all the other statesmen in Rivers State come together and, sheath their sword, and then sit on a round table, bring out olive branch, and then come together to arrive at a definite conclusion. Rivers State will be better for it, and Nigeria too will have peace. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you give us your like and your thumbs up.